Ever get a chance to meet Hedberg? Because someone pointed out, Garrett Steele, thank you. He would have been 49 today.
I got a great story about Hedberg.
Please.
That everybody, if you Google it, people go nuts over. I moved into this building when I lived in L.A. and in West Hollywood, and the superintendent goes, "You're a comedian, huh?" The guy in the apartment next, he's a comedian. And I go, "What's his name?" He goes, "Something Hedberg." Nobody knew him at this point. I go, I don't know who he is. So I'm sitting there one night, and I hear like guitar. They kept playing music, and I would bang on the wall. First of all, I go, this guy must be a hack. I hear this horrible guitar and people singing, and I would, and he would always play his music loud, but it was paper thin wall, so I would bang on the wall. So then I found out who Hedberg was. I saw him a few months ago on Letterman. I got one of the funniest guys in the world living next to me, and he came to New York to do another Letterman like a year later, and somebody said, "Look, here's a set list," and the second bullet point on his napkin said DePaulo. He did a joke about. Do you remember he did a joke about his neighbor banging on the wall?
Yeah,
And he says, "Come around."
That
was me.
No way.
That was.
God, that's cool. That's part of the comedy, the canon of Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah.
49 today. God, I'm reading some of the quotes of his.
Brilliant guy.
Talk
No
about,
doubt about it.
The one-liners. My fake plants died because I did not pretend to water them.
Yeah.
I don't have a girlfriend, but I do know a woman who'd be pissed at me for saying that. And my favorite, I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to also.
Yeah,
he was supposed to play the Baltimore Improv right before he passed. It was the next show he was going to do.
And a friend of ours was supposed to open up for him.
Doug Powell.
Waited his whole life to open up for this kid.
Right?
And then he finds out the night he's supposed to get ready, do a little set, because he's opening up for the legendary Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah.
He gets at this garbagey, middle-of-nowhere roadhouse. I was there with him. We're all doing shows together. We're all warming up for whatever. And he's over the moon. He can't wait. He's about to, like you said, with Klein and with Carl and stuff like that, and Hedberg, he wants to rub elbows with this guy, pick his brain a little bit. He gets off stage. He ate it, didn't care, because next night he's going to work with Hedberg.
Right.
And he sees he's got 15 missed calls. Hedberg died. And it killed him.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah, it was bad, man.
Yeah. I was doing, there was a show, remember when comedy was booming in the 90s and there was all those stand-up shows on TV?
Yeah, the HBO.
Caroline's Comedy Hour.
What was the HBO series?
Young Comedians?
Not Young Comedians. The big one. It was always Paula Poundstone and Woody Harrelson. And Woody.
Comic Relief.
Comic Reliefs. Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Paula
I'm
Poundstone.
talking.
That's my only one.
I'm talking not even people that big. There was all these shows, A&E's, Caroline's at the Comedy at the
Evening
Improv,
at the Improv,
Evening
all
at the
that.
Improv,
Yeah,
all that. I'm about to go on to do Caroline's Comedy Hour, and the manager comes up to me and goes, "Bill Hicks just died." I'm literally walking to the stage.
Have a good set.
How'd you do?
For the first 30 seconds, you could see I was somewhere else. How you doing, folks?
Hey, Nick. Hey, there's a guy in the lobby. Says he's ready to kill you. Have fun.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Have you ever had a girlfriend like that? I've
I
had
killed?
That
Yes.
that you just
Before a show?
That would just almost like an alarm went off in her head. Hey, somewhere Nick's about to go on stage, and I need to send him a text that's going to completely derail his mental state right now. Hey, Nick, I know you're about to go out. Caroline's headlining. Heads up, I'm 2 weeks late. Have fun. Do you. Hit me up afterwards.
Even worse, I have herpes.
All right, have a great time. Yeah. Hey,
have a good set.
It's not an ingrown hair. Talk to you when you get off.